Rasheeda got bags. Her husband a girl. Her career is over. All over the world. Bag lady. She's a plume.
KMichelle, Rasheeda, and Kirk Frost have been going at it online these past few days. And when I tell you it's messy, it's real messy. Now, if you know anything about KMichelle, you know she is the undisputed queen of petty. If she doesn't like you, she's not just gonna keep it cute.
Rasheeda got bags. Rasheeda got bags for her girl. Her career all over the world.
So she's gonna make sure the world knows. And when the perfect opportunity to be petty pops up, oh, best believe she's taking it. And this time was no different.
I just had my worst nail experience. I'm a licensed nail technician in the state of Michigan. I've been doing nails for over 2 years. I completed this service on August 3rd and today is August 7th, 4 days later with non-payment. On August 3rd, I did a travel nail appointment to a celebrity who I have never met or serviced before. I completed a fill-in over work that was not my own, as well as a color change on her toes. This opportunity was presented to me, and of course, I grabbed it. It's just business. I expected to get paid for my service. I am a nail tech, and it's just my job. After traveling to Detroit, Michigan from where I'm located in Canton, Michigan, I was told by her directly to text her her balance and she'll have it for me by the next morning, give her a day, which I understood at the time because it was a hectic event such as a wedding. You know, I just gave the benefit of the doubt and thank you for the opportunity. 2 days after completing her service and messaging her, I finally get communication back from her saying will send shortly. Again, it is currently Thursday, August 7th, and I still have not received my $150 nail payment. I did not get any pictures, videos, or content whatsoever of this nail service. When I asked was it okay if I take a before picture of her nails, she seemed very hesitant, so I just didn't bother. Like, it's fine, it's no big deal, and I continued to work. Overall, it's just unfair because I held her to her word of paying me that next morning. I completed a service that I was not paid for, and there was no communication of promo instead of payment or a shout out or anything instead of payment, which is fine because I strictly was there for business as my payment. I just wanted the opportunity. So I wanted to come on here and spread awareness to all service providers or anybody in general. I have heard too many stories following this situation of her treating people like she treated me. Many stories of her getting off on people, whether they're true or not. Your name is just being bashed, and that is not how I would want myself being represented, especially being a black woman from the same city that you're from, trying to come up as well just like you. It's just not fair. Lastly, I just want to say it is no longer about the money. It's simply the respect and principle of this unfair situation. After requesting a service and once that service is completed, you lack all communication and any intention of paying me after 4 days later.
Here's how it all started. On August 7th, during her latest tour stop in St. Louis, K, Michelle was on stage doing her thing when she decided to take a little walk down memory lane. And by memory lane, I mean she dug up one of her old love and hip-hop era jabs at Rasheeda.
Hello?
Zendaya,
Yes.
this is Cash doll. Sunday, when you came and did my nails, and I wasn't able to pay you because I had to rush out
Yes, I understand
and
that.
go do my, I had to take pictures with my bestie and everything. The wedding happened.
I understand.
Tish sent you the $150, right?
Yes.
So you got paid because Tish knew I was gonna pay her back, like I did, and I gave her some extra. It's like, why would you go on the internet and tell them people you haven't got paid when you really got paid? Even if it wasn't from me, you got paid.
Yes, that's true. But I also didn't make that to bash you in any way. I am still grateful for the opportunity. But with all of that, it was like I was being ignored. And I was speaking up for service providers. Like I said, not towards you. I'm not a drama person. I'm not a negative person.
Here's the thing. The girl got...
Yep, she performed her infamous Rasheeda Got Bags song, the one she originally made up on the show as a straight-up dig at Rasheeda back in the day. It was shady then, and over a decade later, it's still shady now. Of course, that little stunt didn't go unnoticed.
Paid Sunday. She did the services Sunday. She got paid. It don't matter who she got paid from. She got paid. So for you to come on the internet and act like you didn't get paid is the problem.
The clip of KMichelle performing it started making the rounds online, and it didn't take long for Rasheeda and her husband Kirk to jump in.
And you get to do nails for a really special client, and that client happens to be Kash Doll. And Kash Doll is an it girl. People always want to know where she gets her hair done, where she gets her hair from, where she gets her nails done. And you, as a nail tech, get the opportunity to do her nails. And you know that she's getting her nails done for a special event. She tells you towards the end that she has to rush out to make it to wherever she has to make it to. And you don't get your upfront payment. And you should be, a little upset. But, it's somebody who has a good, reputation. And you most likely will get your money, right? You end up getting your money. Not on your timing, but you end up getting your money. But you get online and decide to bash the whole experience and say it was the worst experience you've ever had. But you got paid. What was the point? Because now people are going to look at you like, I don't really know if I want to work with this girl. She might be upset about something that I deem small and go online and bash me and make it seem like I'm such a horrible person, or make it seem like I didn't pay her. When honestly, you did get paid. I don't get it. What was the point?
Rasheeda slid into the shade room comments with, "Yep, she still loves me, forever living rent-free in her mind. By the way, she's opening up at my concert. Get your ticket." And just when you thought that was enough, here comes Kirk adding gas to the fire.
I want to cover the story about Kash Doll and a nail tech. Now, this nail tech drove to do Kash Doll's nails for her best friend wedding. Kash Doll claimed she was in a rush and she couldn't pay the girl, but she had somebody else pay her. The truth of the matter is this, Kash Doll, you know good and well you were supposed to pay that girl as soon as you was done. Okay? Other than that, what you expect her to do? Of course she went to the internet. She shouldn't have had to wait. So don't try to make it seem like this girl trying to get down on you when you know you in the wrong. And you know you supposed to have paid that girl more than $150. She traveled to do your nails, and you a celebrity. Come on now, come on. What y'all think though?
Kirk decided to hit below the belt by pulling numbers. And you already know KMichelle was not about to let that slide. She jumped on her IG stories and clapped back hard, saying, "You really sat there and let that man embarrass you again today talking about a Spotify listener for a TikTok challenge song. Crazy."
This Kash Doll and the nail tech situation, I'm gonna chime in on it. And I know some people might say, oh no. I feel like both of them was wrong. I feel like the girl was wrong, the tech was wrong, because she got online and told us that she didn't get paid at all. So we was thinking like she didn't receive any money, and some people were so quick to bash Kash Doll. But Kash Doll was wrong, because if you're getting something done, I don't care how long it take for you to get it done, or if you rushing. First of all, you should get paid as soon as you're done. Like, you're not gonna go into no nail salon. I'm pretty sure she probably going to a nail salon, but you're not going to go into no nail salon, then get your nails done, and then tell them, well, I'm going to send you all the money tomorrow. I'm going to bring the money back tomorrow. I don't think that's how you're supposed to conduct business. But like I said, the nail tech was wrong too, because she got on the internet and said that she didn't receive any money, and that was not true at all. It doesn't matter. Like, again, if you go in a nail shop, like you and your homegirl go in a nail shop, you pay for you and your homegirl nails, you still got paid. It doesn't matter who gave it to you, how you got paid, you still got your money. I just feel like both of them was wrong. I don't know.
I'm for #1 Billboard albums, 2 platinum records, 5 gold records, and just got off stage, as I have been for years. You want me to keep going? This music discussion ended before it started, just like your comical rap whisper. Don T. Deflect, this is about mocking a woman as abuse for years and being the ringleader of the bashing me circuits. You're most known for the longest-running fool on TV. You got the karma you deserve. Now I'm going to sleep. I have another show tomorrow. If you're wondering what that last part was about, yeah, this isn't new beef. This goes way back to 2012, when both ladies were on Love and Hip Hop. Back then, Rasheeda's friend Toya, aka Lil Wayne's ex, was married to a man named Memphis. KMichelle accused Memphis of being abusive towards her. Nobody believed her. Not Toya, not Rasheeda. They painted her as a liar, jealous, and just stirring drama. But fast forward, and it eventually came out that KMichelle had been telling the truth the entire time. Still, the damage was done, and the bad blood never stopped flowing. Over a decade later, KMichelle is clearly still holding the receipts, and she's not letting Rasheeda forget it. The girl's been in revenge mode for years, and this latest concert stunt is just the newest chapter in their ongoing feud. So now the big question: does KMichelle actually have a point in this whole back and forth? When you stack careers side by side, does Rasheeda even compare? Honestly, in my opinion, absolutely not. Rasheeda's got maybe 2 catchy songs that people remember, and sure, they had their moment, but compared to KMichelle's catalog, awards, and chart history, it's not even close. KMichelle's got Billboard-topping albums, platinum records, and a full R&B legacy, while Rasheeda's music career has pretty much taken a back seat to her reality TV presence and business ventures. But hey, that's just me. I want to know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one's definitely got fans divided. Alright, moving on, because another messy situation has been making waves online, and this one involves Kash Doll and a nail tech who says she got stiffed on payment. According to the nail tech, she hooked Kash Doll up with a fresh set of nails and toes, with the total coming out to $150. She claims Kash Doll agreed to pay her the next day, but that payment never came. And instead of handling it privately, the nail tech decided to go public with it. Once the video started making the rounds, Kash Doll wasn't having it. She quickly jumped online, basically saying, "What is this girl even talking about? She did get paid." To prove her point, Kash Doll actually recorded herself calling the nail tech directly. On the call, she pressed her, asking straight up why she would go online and tell people she didn't get paid when that wasn't the case. Kash Doll's version of events was a little different. She explained that there's a mutual acquaintance between her and the nail tech, and that person was the one who initially paid for the service. Later, Kash Doll says she paid that mutual acquaintance back, meaning in her eyes, the bill was taken care of. The nail tech, however, had her own side to the story. She responded publicly saying, "My video was never bashing anyone, mentioning a name to gain promotion, nor to spread negativity, simply to spread awareness to service providers based on my experience with a celebrity." She admitted she made the mistake of not requesting payment on the spot and learned her lesson. According to her, she only got paid after the mutual acquaintance, the one who referred her, stepped in and felt she should be been paid at the time of service. And here's where it gets a little awkward. The nail tech said Kash Doll didn't even know about the payment arrangement until the two of them finally spoke on the phone. That call lasted over 7 minutes, and according to her, involved Kash Doll threatening to post recorded videos of the conversation while they were trying to clear the air. The nail tech admitted it was really just a lack of communication on both sides, especially since it was their first time meeting. The nail tech later revealed that Kash Doll actually requested, and she agreed, to take her video down in exchange for Kash promising not to post her own version of events. She says she complied because she really didn't want to be part of any public drama. In her own words, "I do not like drama. I just wanted to speak up for my service providers out there who've been through the same thing and never speak up. It's unfair and we deserve to be heard. We're human, but I wanted to spread awareness on how things should be communicated." Now let's be real here. Even if her intentions were pure, anyone who's been online for more than 5 minutes knows the second you put a celebrity's name in a "they didn't pay me" story, that post is gonna blow up. There's no avoiding the drama once it hits social media, especially when it involves someone with millions of followers. The nail tech then dropped another key detail. The person who referred her to Kash Doll was actually her own cousin. And that cousin is the one who paid her up front, feeling like it wasn't fair for her not to get paid on the spot. "She felt non-payment wasn't fair since she referred me," the nail tech explained. "Things happened, just all awareness." And just when you thought this was messy enough, the nail tech's own mother stepped in, and she did not hold back. According to her, Kash Doll is 100% in the wrong. She broke the whole thing down from her perspective, saying her cousin, the same one who referred the nail tech, had actually been doing Kash Doll's nails for a while, but was tired of servicing her. So she passed Kash off to her daughter. The mom says it all started at around 4:30 in the morning when her cousin reached out to ask if her daughter could go to a hotel to do Kash Doll AS nails. Even though she was sleeping, the nail tech agreed. The next morning, she woke up, went down to the hotel, waited in the lobby until someone came to get her, and then got to work. According to the mom, after the service was done, her cousin ended up paying her daughter, not Kash Doll, because she felt Kash had done her wrong. She even told her daughter, "Make sure she pays you back." And here's the kicker. According to the mom, Kash Doll didn't even know that the cousin had already paid the nail tech until the day before all this blew up online. When you piece it all together, this starts to look like one giant game of he said, she said, mixed with pure miscommunication. The cousin paid the nail tech. Kash Doll paid the cousin back. The nail tech didn't know Kash had paid her cousin back. And the entire thing spiraled into a public headline over what? $150? But here's where I'm really stuck, y'all. Did she really not know? Because if the cousin told you, when she sends you the money, send my money back, why wouldn't that cousin also say, hey, Kash Doll already paid me back the moment it happened? That's the part that doesn't make sense. Unless, again, we're talking about a complete breakdown in communication from start to finish. And if there was a lack of communication between the cousin and the nail tech, that means the nail tech could have been sitting there thinking, wow, I still haven't gotten my money, not realizing Kash Doll had already handled it on the back end. But here's the thing. In her original viral video, the nail tech didn't mention any of this. She didn't say a word about her cousin fronting her the money that same day. She left that part completely out. And that's a big detail to leave out if you were putting your side of the story online. It makes me wonder, when exactly did the nail tech get her payment from Kash Doll? When did the cousin get her money back from Kash Doll? Was it days later? Weeks? Was Kash really dragging her feet, or was this all just bad timing mixed with sloppy communication? Because according to the mom, Kash Doll didn't even know the cousin had already paid the girl, which means Kash was just out here living life, thinking she'd pay when she got around to it. And honestly, I like Kash Doll, I do. But I cannot help but feel this all boils down to one thing: not making it a priority to pay for your services on the spot. I don't care if you're late for a wedding, about to hit the stage, or rushing to the airport. It takes less than a minute to open your bank app and send someone $150. No excuses. Do I think Kash was eventually going to pay her? Yes, probably. But it clearly wasn't at the top of her mind. And that's the energy people are picking up on. Because if you really care about respecting someone's work, you make sure they get their money before they even pack up their tools. That's just business. And let's not forget, the nail tech also played a little loose with the truth here. Leaving out the fact that she got paid that same day by her cousin, that's not just an oversight. That feels intentional. Because without that detail, the story paints Kash Doll as a straight-up non-payer, which instantly blows up online and makes the nail tech look like the underdog in the situation. Now, the comments are split. Some people are writing for the nail tech, saying service providers deserve respect and prompt payment, no matter who the client is. Others are calling her a clout chaser for posting a half-truth story that she knew would drag Kash's name through the mud. And then there is a third group saying everyone in this mess is wrong. Kash for delaying payment, the cousin for not clarifying sooner, and the nail tech for going public without the full story. At the end of the day, it's wild how something as small as $150 turned into a full-blown celebrity gossip cycle. But that's the internet for you. One viral post, and suddenly the court of public opinion is open for business. Whether this was miscommunication, forgetfulness, or strategic shade. The receipts are out, the narratives are set, and the fans have already chosen sides.